bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. DA, take it away.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Green.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Len in at the 5 spot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with Bradley. And it's McGee in at the pivot, manning the middle.
And when Kyle Korver played for Atlanta, he set a league record with at least 1 3-pointer in 127 consecutive games.
And to think that you just wouldn't have one of those nights where nothing was going in. 127 is pretty impressive. Record was broken eventually by Steph Curry in 2016. But for Atlanta, that 127 is still a team record. And you wonder if one Trae Young might have his eyes set on it.
Now, here is Young. Len high post. 6 to shoot. Here's Herter. No good on the triple. McGee the pass to James. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Even this early on, Brent, have you been on teams where you just knew changes were coming down the road?
Yeah, most of that, Kevin, I think happens because of internally what's going on with the team. Yeah, on the floor, you're going to see guys operating in the offense, playing pick and roll. But
it's behind the curtains where you just begin to feel it, right?
Good executives and good coaching staffs understand communicating to the people in the front office to say, hey, if we stay this way, our potential, instead of growing, is not knowing how low we're going to go. So we need to make some changes.
And James drills them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now, here is Young off his foot, and they're saying he kicked the ball. And here is Hunter. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a poor foul shooter to the line.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against Sacramento. Young finds Collins. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Len, and the dunk by Len.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
And it's the Lakers ball. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Yeah, they matched up very evenly, and that's not a compliment to either side. Last season was a struggle for both squads, and now they're each looking to turn the corner.
Atlanta with the ball, following the bucket by the Lakers. Great tee that time from Davis. Outside, Green to the paint, and it's Davis with the jam.
Always fun to watch Anthony Davis rise up for dunks like that. Awesome anticipation from him.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Young. Collins kicks to Len. A 3-ball. LeBron grabs the miss.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
And Davis gets it to go.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Len, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's Young. Misses off the right iron.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The Hawks trail by 9. Pass to Collins. Knocked loose. Here's Herter. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. They can't stop the run with that one. And so Green will bring it up for Los Angeles. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient, Greg, on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game, and they just had so few opportunities. I think that was their Achilles heel.
Yeah, they were like good college players, one and done. You got to be able to make some noise on the offensive glass and keep possessions alive. They weren't able to do that. Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And Davis gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. 8 points for Anthony Davis.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. James against Young. There's the triple. Atlanta again missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Good on the bucket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Len dishes to Young. Over James, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Can't connect from short range. McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
The Hawks trail by 17. Young passes to Herter. Now, here's Hunter. Now the pass to Collins. 6 on the shot clock. Len kicks to Young. From deep three-point range. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Here are the Lakers. Huge run right now for them, going 19-2. You know, Greg, at Oklahoma, the long-range shooting of Trae Young drew eyes. But it seems it's his passing that's his most NBA-ready attribute.
How about Kevin? First player in history to lead D1 college basketball in points and assists. Top 10 in the league in dimes his rookie season. Young man has a chance to be special.
And here's Young after Avery Bradley was able to get the triple. Len passes to Herter. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. So it's the Lakers now. Now here's Bradley. Ron right side over Hunter. And it's in there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by James. They get it back. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort, and John Collins giving it to you.
And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Bradley. 6 points for LeBron.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Out to the right wing. And stolen by James. For the finish, and Green slams it in.
Now LeBron makes a million decisions a moment out there on the floor. That time, another good one.
Atlanta shooting alarming 21% to get things going here. Len passes to Young. From 13, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Bradley, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now, here is Young. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Back to Herter. Collins against James. And here's Young from the arc.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Hunter after the basket by Los Angeles. Collins up top. Kicks it to Young. Collins dishes to Young. Another miss by Young.
And that's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Kuzma, right side. Trying to get open, it's Davis. And Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Young passes to Len. And Young kicks to Hunter. Drills the three-pointer.
Timeout, timeout. And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Ray, you suited up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom, moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case. But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
The Lakers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Even with all of the impressive number of seasons under his belt, LeBron James retains this kind of remarkable drive and competitive spirit.
And he sinks the second. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. There's the dish to Parker. Pass to Jones. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now Turner still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Parker outside. Inside. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Parker.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
Davis. Kuzma kicks to Davis. Rebound by Parker. 1:43 left here in the first quarter. Now here's Reddish. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope and stolen by Kuzma. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Count that bucket. Davis has got 10 points in the game.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Reddish. Jones kicks to Parker. Outside Turner. Clock at 6. Back to Jones. And Jones slams it home.
That's an unselfish play. Evan Turner with eyes up and delivers.
Jones has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Left side Davis. Down low. It's tipped and stolen by Parsons. A shot by Reddish, no good. Kuzma outside to the inside, and Davis throws it down.
Now, we've played this record before as AD is getting on a roll here and carrying his team on the offensive end.
36 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Jones. Parker inside. James covering. LeBron with the block. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's stolen by Reddish. There's the pass to Turner. Out left to the wing. Parker with it. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Lakers ahead, just dominating this one. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
And here's Rondo. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron James is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Howard. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. Here's Caruso. Off target with his three.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Nobody near Parsons. His three-pointers off the mark. Lakers shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. To the middle. Howard, the pass to Caruso. Over Reddish. And Jones pulls it down. Parsons outside. Drills it from outside.
And capable of knocking it down from deep. Parsons, a ton of confidence in that jumper.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. They believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Outside Turner. Passes it to Parker. Back to Turner. Hawks passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Releases. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The drive by James. Howard can't hit.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Over in the corner, Turner hits it from three-point range.
I love the quick decision making from Turner there. Deadly at sinking the catch and shoot jumper.
Pass to Caruso. Rondo kicks to Kuzma. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Kuzma's got his second bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here is Parker. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. And they pick up 2.
Jabari absorbing a lot of contact on that play, and then a nice soft touch on the difficult shot.
Howard, the pass to LeBron. Excellent D that time from Jones.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
You know, Brett, we know guys love really jawing at each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical for trash talk?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper or a wink, you know, the way that they look at it.
It's both sides, doesn't it?
And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement or see guys starting that way, they want to cut it off before anything else happens. So the criteria is a little bit confusing. And sometimes I like to see them getting after it a little bit.
Cook, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Then for the Hawks, Hunter's checked in for Parsons. Young is subbed in for Evan Turner. He hits the second from the line.
Hard to deny many of the skills that Dwight Howard brings to the floor on a nightly basis. Not just a force on defense, but has those nights on offense where he can be imposing as well.
Now, here is Young. No points in the game yet for him. Reddish's shot is good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Howard. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D that time from Jones. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Man, that's great signs. Take the contact, keep your focus, and still get the score.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Collins checked in for Jones.
Parker continues to work, always wanting to get better. Always thought of as a high motor player.
Cook looking it over. Lays it up off the glass. Cook's got his first points of the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Atlanta with the ball after the basket by the Lakers. Young, it's blocked. James outside. In the corner, Cook with it. Howard kicks to Caruso. And the pass to Cook. Kuzma with it. Here's Caruso. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pocket two. Kuzma can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Reddish's shot is good.
Trae Young not afraid to make passes like that. Great vision.
Los Angeles leading by 20. LeBron James on the wing. Over Hunter. The shot comes out, and Atlanta will go the other way with it. Young from outside, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's Young's favorite shot right there. A lights-out long-distance sniper with unlimited range.
Now here's LeBron. A 35-point game for him in the win against Sacramento.
I'm not sure in that game if it was him or Dikembe Mutombo out there, guys. I was just hoping to see one finger wave after one of those 4 blocks. No, no, no. Not today.
The Hawks trail by 20. Young taking his time here. Passes it to Parker. Collins kicks to Parker. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Kuzma. Pass to Caruso. Now here's LeBron. He's got 11. Count it.
Well, a little bit of separation there. That's the challenge. You want LeBron to make it from the mid-range. Guess what? He can do that too.
Young passes to Collins. Now Parker. Knocks it loose. And stolen by LeBron. And the dunk by James.
LeBron on the roll this time, rocks it.
Young with the ball. Providing around 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night. Out to Parker to halt the run. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And Brent, many consider Trae Young the first product of the Steph Curry generation. He grew up in the age of the three-point shot.
I think that's pretty fair. He said he recorded all of Steph Curry's games. He studied them and tried to see where Steph was gaining some advantage, and that balance of his shooting and his playmaking, then moving without the ball. You can see all of those sort of attributes that are coming out of Trae Young, courtesy of Steph Curry.
Some changes for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Anthony Davis comes in for LeBron. And it's Green in for Kyle Kuzma. Atlanta also making some changes here. Len comes in for Jabari Parker. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. And Davis gets it to go.
That's just such good touch. I mean, with that length, Kevin, once he turns, he's got a shooting window that feels wide open.
And here's Len. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Here's Hunter. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. To the inside. Davis kicks to Cook. On the wing, Green. Over Hunter. Tries again. Chalk up 2 there. 16 points for Anthony Davis.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Young drives in, and he banks in the layup.
The threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
Here is Cook. 5 points in the game. Plays it up and banks it in. Cook's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Young. Pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. He kicks it to Young. And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way. And that one, good. Cook's got 9.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Atlanta's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Here's Huerter. High arcing shot.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Back to Green. Lakers working the ball around now. Count that one. He's got 18.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Green kicks to Davis. Back to Green. Over Hunter. And there's Green on the assist by Davis. Green's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Beautiful high release on that jump shot. Green had a guy draped all over him, but his mechanics came through.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
Well, they got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Lakers. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Alex Caruso. Here's Huerter. Kicks it to Hunter. Great D that time from Green.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Now here's Green. He had 25 points last game. Caldwell Pope passes to Green. They grab their own miss. Davis on the follow.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Now here is Young. He's tightly guarded. Count that one. Young's got 10.
That's a tough take right there. This is what makes Trae Young special, willing to go in there and stay composed under pressure.
Caldwell Pope outside. The pass to Howard. Here's Cook. They kick it out to Green. Takes the three. Here's Howard. Len with the block.
While putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len. Atlanta making some changes. Parsons checked in for John Collins. And it's Turner in for Hunter. Davis dishes to Green. That's in there. Davis with the assist. He's got 8.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Passes it to Len. Now here's Parsons. He's guarded by Howard. Pass to Turner. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Trains it from beyond the arc. 13 points for Trae Young.
This is Trae Young's game right there. Rise and fire, and these shots are helping out the offense.
Outside, Green. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Atlanta with the rebound.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Green, stolen by Len. Young outside. Picked away. Here's Davis. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 20 points, 2 assists, and 8 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I'll tell you, Anthony Davis every year has improved his skill level. Much more comfortable from three-point range now, much better ball handler, and better at finding the open man. The complete package.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotation. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. On the court right now for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Len in at the 5, down low. Now, here is Young. Pass to Herter. Down low, and the dunk by Len.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
Now here's LeBron. The pass to Brandt. Back to James. Lakers working the ball around now. And they double up Davis. And the layup falls. Davis has got 22.
Defense maybe got away with a foul there, but AD too good for their best efforts with that shot.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A.
You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
Now here's LeBron after the miss from John Collins. Young with no one around. The Hawks again can't hit.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Green, the pass to James. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 6 assists here tonight. And after just one season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA, and the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a one-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
The Hawks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
He's just a great finisher on the inside. John Collins, one of the game's better dunkers.
Atlanta making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Good on the second free throw. And you pair Collins with a passer like Trae Young? Look out.
Yeah, you get him the ball around that launch point where he can get his feet together, and Trae can pretty much throw it anywhere.
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
The Hawks have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And here's Young from the arc. Rebounded by McGee.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And he makes that one. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Young dishes to Hunter. Collins against Davis. Passes to Young. The 3. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Herter, rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The drive by James, and that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
To the paint, and Jones slams it home.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that? That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Pass to Herder. Inside, Jones takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, Herder is a shooter, but right now dropping some nice dimes.
Outside Bradley from deep three-point range. It doesn't go for him. Bradley against Young. Lobbed up there for Collins. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Davis, the pass to McGee. Outside Bradley. Lakers passing it around. Here's Davis. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Looking to get it going. And Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
Jabari Parker's checked in for the Hawks. Reddish comes in for Kevin Herder. Now, Reddish. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Bradley. LeBron kicks to Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Great assist there from LeBron. Going to try to set the table all night.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Parker outside. And the dunk by Parker.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's McGee trying to get open as Davis. McGee's shot is off. Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you had for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
The shot's good from LeBron.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Turner passes to Jones. Here's Parsons. That one good for 2. Parsons got 5 points so far.
And far from just a jump shooter, Parsons also has the touch down low when needed. Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Here's the lob to the hoop, and Jones slams it in.
This is one of the attributes that Evan Turner shows off quite often, his ability to find the open man.
Here's James. He dishes it to Davis. Second chance shot. In deep, McGee drops it in. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
A moment now to see the numbers for Avery Bradley. He's right around 9 points a night, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And McGee kicks to Davis. He feeds it to LeBron. Kicks it out to Bradley. Fires the three. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. Turner passes to Reddish. It's Parker with the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on JaVale McGee.
Yeah, how about Parker weaving his way through the defense, but being aggressive and strong in attacking the rim.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope comes in for Avery Bradley. Daniels, he's checked in for Danny Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for James. And the second free throw, good. LA has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here is Cook. He's got 9. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
An effortless range. KCP doesn't always hit for a high percentage, but when he does hit, he makes it look good.
Here's Jones. That shot off. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Los Angeles has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Kuzma inside. He's against Parker. Cook. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Turner with it. Parker outside. Back to Turner. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist in this one.
I like the way Turner uses his body on the inside, not scared of that kind of contact and throwing a bit of his weight around.
And there's the pass to Daniels. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Atlanta's gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Turner finds Parker. Knocked away. Double team on Parker. Outside Turner. Clock at 4. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Lakers passing it around. Here is Cook. 12 points for him. Buries the long-range jumper.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Reddish kicks to Parsons. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. The Lakers #1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Here is Cook. 15 points in the game. Passes it to Daniels. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
1:32 left in the third quarter. Turner passes to Reddish. Parker outside. Parsons up top. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Shot to stop the run. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Kuzma, that's good.
And gotta feel helpless at times if you're the defense. Kuzma just fantastic at converting despite their best efforts.
To the inside. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist from Parsons. Reddish has got 6.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Here's Turner. He has 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Reddish. Parker outside. Right side Turner. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
It's Parker with the drive. That one goes. Count it. Parker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you could try, but on plays like that, you got to tip your cap to Jabari Parker.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Howard. Kyle Kuzma is out there with LeBron James. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Turner against Howard. Len. Good D by Howard. And Los Angeles guys shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Outside Rondo. Pass to Kuzma. You know, Brent, something other major sports do, reseeding during the playoffs. The highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
Mm-hmm. One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And James throws it down.
It just looks so easy for LeBron James, a powerhouse who can score from anywhere.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Rondo against Turner. He kicks it to Parsons. The pass to Len. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Well, he's a high percentage shooter that close. Len being aggressive right now every time he's getting the ball in the paint.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. James against Carter. Back to Rondo. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
orchestrating right now. Rondo should be playing with a baton.
Turner, the bounce pass. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Hawks, Allen Brown. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. It's tough to get a unified feel on who the league MVP is. Which element, when you're looking at the MVP, matters most to you?
If we talk about that, Kevin, I always think about the MVP ends up being the guy that helps you get 6 to 8 unexpected wins. That's who I look to. So in this past season, what it was that Giannis did, not only with Coach Budenholzer coming in to Milwaukee, the stylistic change that they went through, and then the shouldered responsibility of Giannis to be the initiator for that much change in one season. That's why last year I feel like he was the most valuable player in the league. Even though eye-popping numbers were coming out of Houston again with James Harden, I go back to Giannis and that massive amount of change and him being the guy that shouldered it all.
That's a great answer. A floater, and no good that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
And that one misses. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Takes it off the glass.
This is where Turner impresses you with his strength, able to take a little bit of a hit before finishing.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. James looking around. Passes it to Caruso. Over Crabbe, and again it's the Lakers.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Hawks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Dishes it to Turner. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that in high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point. To the middle, here's Len, and stolen by Kuzma. Oh, Rondo in position. No good on the shot. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Now here's Crabbe. Tight defense on him. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
And Turner kicks to Carter. Pass to Len. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 17-5 run. And here's Rondo. Caruso looking for an opening. Kuzma nailed from three-point land. Kuzma's got 9 points now in just the second half. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Cram. And Carter has it in the corner. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. LA has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Rondo passes to Caruso. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? I mean,
no, it can't be.
Well, I don't know if...
I mean, if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game. Somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. I mean, quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time.
Yeah.
Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that anymore.
Here's James, and it goes down 2 points. James has got 8 points in the quarter.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Now Crabbe has to Len. They could use a bucket. No good. Rondo with some nice D.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
The Hawks shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Turner finds Len. Carter down low. Guarded by Kuzma with the fadeaway. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And they double up LeBron. Stolen by Carter. Turner with it. The pass to Len. Bounce pass Crabbe. And the dunk by Len.
Yeah, you're not going to fool around much on the interior, especially if you're Alex Len. That big, that close, easy bucket.
And the Lakers call time here. But obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So you do appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
LA's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside Green. Davis, the pass to Cook. And Jones sends it back.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bembry kicks to Crabbe. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Crabbe.
And not a guy who gets to the charity stripe a ton, but overall, Crabbe shoots a solid percentage from there.
Both free throws good from Crabbe. Brent, when a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice?
If you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources that know who that coach is. Because most of the time coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player, you're looking at what it is that's being written and said about that coach to try to evaluate how it is that you're going to fit in. The biggest responsibility, Kevin, is that new coach trying to get as many of those players into the facility or at a meeting or at a dinner to have them understand from day one, as soon as possible, what it is that they're about, what it is he's expecting from them, and how it is he's going to go about them. Then all the other things about guesswork, those go away.
Right. All about communication.
That communication, and communication as quick as you possibly can, that's an important factor.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
On the wing, Green. It's in there. Davis with the assist.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along, he was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position.
Take a
he
break.
seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
The first one falls. A lot of missing stats from the 60s and 70s, but if we could go back and look at those actual numbers, any players you think would really be catching our eye in terms of, wow, I didn't know that guy was that good, or he's better than I thought he was?
Well, don't we always look at the incredible, mind-boggling numbers of Will Chamberlain
yes,
and think, what was that guy doing?
Yeah.
And we don't even have half of it.
No.
So Will Chamberlain comes to mind first. What I think about, Kevin, when that question comes up is how many great players through the 70s and also really through the 80s, because the three-point line wasn't accentuated enough, missed the opportunity to be even greater scorers. I mean, Jerry West with a three-point line.
Can you imagine that?
You got to be kidding me. So there's a lot of gap of those players, too, that also, because of changes in rules and because the three-point line wasn't in, that we would be talking about in terms of nostalgia and their accomplishments with a much different way.
Even someone as recent as Jordan, with the rules the way they are now.
Absolutely.
Be unbelievable.
With the openness of the floor and what Michael could do, as if he wanted to prove he could do more.
Exactly. That's tipped. Now here's Dudley. He's guarded closely. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Atlanta's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Jones the pass to Turner. 1:56 left to play here in the fourth.
Nice job by Evan Turner that time. Never backs down from getting hit, and a good job of getting to the free throw line on that possession.
And when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Kuzma kicks to Bradley. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Out to Kuzma. 6 on the shot clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Vince Carter picks one up.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
First free throw is good. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Both shots good from the stripe. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously. Now, I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Oberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
Kuzma brings the double team, and Jones with the stuff.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, you know, before we started the game, you know, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. You know, we were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, you know, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.